Hi, Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. How is everybody? I wanted to stop by and do a reading as the energies are moving through a shift. So we're looking at the big one I'm interested in is Mercury moving into Cancer, because where that energy shifts, it's going to bring us into more focusing on our memories and getting really personal with what's going on. So we're not just looking at facts under this energy, we're looking at how it moves us personally, like not just he said, she said, those kinds of things, but we're turning it truly inward and looking back over the past and going, how has it manifested in who I am and where I'm going. And I was wanted to have a look at that for the collective and go, what is this energy starting to do? Now the sun is in Cancer, Mercury's moving into Cancer, Venus is sitting with Leo. All of these energies really do bode well for beautiful times in love, where we're making it about us, at the heart of who we were. We're doing that deeper dive, that really beautiful dig into, it can be a moody energy. We will acknowledge that Cancerian energy can be moody at times, but it's moody for a reason, where it's not just going, well, this happened and that happened, he said and she said. We're really looking at how that moves us and what our motivations are around our emotions. So let's have a look at let's look at it from the divine feminine energy, from the divine masculine energy. We'll build a bridge across it, and we'll look at some divine love oracle as well and see if we can't get ourselves a reading. Here we go. Divine feminine, how is this energy affecting you? Right, straight up, Queen of Swords as the push from the universe. We've got the Strength card as how you're currently showing up. We've got the Six of Swords in the soul space. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the challenge. We've got the Queen of Cups. This is perfect, right? Queen of Cups and the advice from Spirit. And we've got the Hangman as the likely outcome. So we're not surprised to see these energies really show up. That Cancer caring, nurturing energy with the energy of the Mercury with its communication and its ideas. Having these two queens show up doesn't surprise me. And look where they've landed. The push from the universe and the advice from Spirit is to embrace this current wave that's coming upon us. There are a couple of challenges here. We'll unpack them, but let's look at the bottom of the deck first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rightio. So what have we got? What's our first layer of energy? We've got the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Tower card. Gee, isn't this a bit of an interesting ideal? The way this comes through to me is, even though, Six of Wands, we're talking about victory after a long battle, right? We come into a place where we're moving into feeling like we've got some level of success, or feeling like we're a winner on some level. But look at this energy, right? It's now going, where have you been? What have you gone through? Let's reflect over the positives and the negatives. That's how I'm seeing this reading. Let's go. You've been on a long journey. You've come into some degree of success with how that journey rolls. Now let's unpack it a little bit. And that's what I was talking about with that energy wanting to move us through memories. It's like going, I'm sitting in my victory, but here's my schools of thought about it, right? This energy is asking us to take a bit of a deeper dive to look at our intuition. Excuse me. Look at our intuition and going. Sometimes winning's not what you think it is. Sometimes losing's not what you think it is. And it's going, how do I move through that in a place where I'm feeling like there's something to take out of it? Now, the other energy here that I've just put down was the Tower. So it's like, that having that lightning strike and having the tower burn to the ground and feeling like that somehow that's a negative. But what Spirit's saying is that the tower moments and when the bricks hit the ground, that gives you that new opportunity to build anew. So even if right now you're feeling like you're sitting in a place where you got struck by lightning, all your bricks are on the ground, you're feeling like there's a little bit of confusion around the energy. Essentially, this is a review time. It's to go back over your memories, the good, the bad, the in-between, and go, how have they brought me into a more victorious place, right? Even if I feel like everything is crashed down around me, it's asking you to gain new perceptions, new insights, new ideals about where you're going and what you've been through. And it's like a personal life review on going, how have towers brought me into victorious energy? So this could be, like relationship breakdowns are one of the big towers that we go through in life. Health, wealth, and relationships are the heart and soul of the matter generally when tower moments are happening. And in this, it's like, have you had a relationship do a number on you that you've had to drag yourself through? And divine feminine, when we're talking about twin flame journey, have sat in towers more often than not, going, I got struck by lightning when I met this person. The journey that I'm on is taking me to a victory, but what does victory actually look like? Is it what I think it is? I need to lean deeply into my intuition to understand how all of these bricks on the ground with connection to my relationship have brought me into a place where I feel like I'm actually in victory. Next level of the energy, we've got Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. See, this is it's a fascinating thing, because the Nine of Pentacles is that idea of going, I won't give up. I won't. It's the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. And it's continuing to put energy into something where you're going, how do I continue to fight for hope in a scenario where the energy comes and goes? So this could be how your person shows up. And like, they give you this flash in the pan energy where you feel like their energy is coming towards you, or you feel like you're feeling their passion, you feel like you're feeling their inspiration. They might be flirting with you, they might be offering a spark of passion towards you, but at this point in time, all it's doing is keeping you in this space of going, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. This level of the journey is going, I've come so far on my own personal scenario. I've got struck by lightning in this. I've got different schools of thought always coming at me. Do I stay or do I go now? What is my intuition telling me? What have I learned and achieved? And here it's going, I think I can. I think I can stick with it, because I keep getting these little flashes of inspiration or little flashes of passion that come towards me, but they don't stick, right? They come forward, but then they retreat. And that's really, really difficult to move with. Queen of Swords comes through as a push from the universe. I like this energy as Mercury goes into Cancer. Particularly, I can't read this one without this one, right? Look at that, Mercury and Cancer. The mother energy, the warm, nurturing, loving, beautiful, soul-based energy that is. And Queen of Swords, when we look at Mercury, that planet of communication. And this is, one with the other, right, is a beautiful combination. When the Queen of Swords can move with the Queen of Cups in harmony, what we're expressing is our most beautiful version of ourselves, or the most loving ideal that we can. So if the universe is pushing us to being open with our communication and to express our highest ideals, the advice from Spirit is that you express it from a place of love, that you offer the most loving, generous, kind, nurturing version of yourself when you do that. Now, that is going to take, on some level, a degree of strength. Why? Because Spirit has you questioning what the Tower moments are about, right? That questioning energy down here, right? It's like, I've been devastated by the events that have moved in my life, and I have to continually show up with the weight of oppression on my shoulders, and you're asking me to be some version of perfectly nurturing against a system that wants to take me down, right? But Spirit is saying that the taking down of you is the thing that's building your strength towards being able to make this beautiful exchange between these two queens. So there is a victory playing out in the crashing down of your world. Now, in your soul space, you're like, I just want to be done with this cycle of feeling like I'm putting myself through abuse in loving someone who cannot show up properly. And this is Six of Swords is the card I would suggest leans most towards leaving an abusive situation than any other card, depending on what it falls with, right? Here, you need a whole heap of inner strength to move towards what your soul is crying out for you to do. Here, it says cut away any crap that's not serving you and do it with a whole bunch of love. That's a big ask, right? It's going, You need to continue to stand in your strength. You need to continue to push away from situations that feel like they're not serving your soul. You need to keep pushing towards this stunning new horizon that has all the promise of a brand new day, right? But here in the challenge position, it's like, can't that karmic wheel turn any faster? Can't it turn any faster than what it is? Why am I still sitting in a position that has me waiting and waiting and waiting and holding space, right? So, and I talk about this and probably I move in and out of this dialogue where I bring it to the attention of the collective that when you come into union, that the push and pull of union is that it's you don't just move straight into paradise. I'm sure that's true for some people. I'm sure it's true that some people, after this big separation, after all of these painful moments and all of this inner searching and feeling like you've had to win your own battles, I'm sure that there are some twin flames out there who reconnect and just move into bliss, but I don't think it's the common narrative. I think the more common narrative is that you come into union and you're still feeling like, well, we've reconnected, but why is this not just feeling like bliss? That's for, the twins who are moving into that stage. If you've just come newly into the journey, you'll be asking, why can't the wheel turn? I love this person. Why can't they just come back? So this energy is questioning. It doesn't matter what stage of your twin flame journey you're at, this energy is going to push at you the same way. It's going to push at all of us, whether we're newly into it or we've been in this for 10 years, whatever. It's going to push you in the same way and ask the same questions. So the challenge that we currently have for the divine feminine across the collective is going, why won't the wheel move quickly into the next phase after all of this work that plays out, after, feeling like I've understood? Why am I still sitting in a place where I'm told to hold space for someone? Feels bloody unfair, doesn't it? It's going, what is it that's occurring for divine masculine that divine feminine has been told, continue to progress forward on your journey, continue to show up in the most loving, communicative version of yourself, keep cutting away any rot that doesn't serve you, but you've got to hold space for this person. What is this person doing on the other side of the coin that says, divine feminine, take a breather? It's not your turn to be in the thick of what's going on. I need you to take a breather, and I need you to just reflect on everything that you've just been through in the past in order to give you a really clear version of who you are moving forward. Let's have a look at divine masculine energy over the top of this. What are we being asked to hold space for? Why has the pause come across the divine feminine under this Mercury and Cancer energy? Um, it is like Cancer energy is one of those deeply introspective. It's a deep dive into that world, but we get to the point where we go, things I want to communicate about that are super personal. So that Mercury push, that Queen of Swords push over the Queen of Cups, says, I want to tell you what's in my heart and soul. I want you to know the things that move me and inspire me, right? But what seems to be lacking in this scenario is the actual window where you get to speak your deepest truth. Even if your twin flame is in your vicinity, it's like, why won't this wheel bloody turn into the next phase? Let's ask divine masculine, what's going on? Or what's going on that the wheel doesn't want to turn in favour of the divine feminine? Let's have a look. Oh, divine masculine. We've got the high priestess as the push from the universe, the sun as how you're currently showing up. We've got the three of wands in the soul space. So this would answer a couple of questions. Let's have a look as the advice from spirit. Oh, righto. The tower comes in there, and then the likely outcome of this energy is the king of wands. Now, we did have, look at all these. Look at these progressions here. I'm not surprised to see what I'm seeing. I'm not. We'll unpack it. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, Strength, the Empress, King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Holy moly, look at these big energies coming through from the bottom of the deck. That's 4 major arcana. 4. And 2 court cards. Holy moly, there's a big push on the divine masculine. That's what I was suggesting here. It's not our turn to have the big push on ascension. It's our turn to sit and reflect and find some level of victory in understanding what all the towers have been about. And the energy that's coming towards us now, if it's moving into a place of union for you, or even if it's not, the what you'll see or what you'll receive from your counterpart at this time will feel like energy that rushes in and leaves just as quickly. And you'll still be going, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can hold space for you, I think I can. Here, as underneath the deck for Divine Masculine, we've got the Knight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress. Now, that's a pretty clear message to me. Here's the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. It's not the Emperor and the Empress, it's the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight, beg your pardon, the King of Pentacles. There's a divine pair, but one is more evolved than the other, right? That's why you've got to stop and wait, because you're a little bit further along than what they are. But what Spirit's being directing, what they're pushing against, an underlying energy, is to make an offer to bring this into more harmony. So it's going, King of Pentacles, show up in the full version of who you are, right? And make a beautiful offer to the Empress, even though you might not have fully evolved to where she is. Even if you look at her and go, she sits in a different field of energy to what I do, the push is still to make an offer towards her, make an offer of love, because it's the energy is right, the window is set, because she's going to stop and wait at where she is. The big push is not on for a major evolution for the divine feminine, because she's by and large sitting in this Empress energy. If divine masculine is sitting as King of Pentacles, it says make the offer. Don't worry about the discrepancy. Make the offer. The timing is right. Now here is like, if you make this offer, what's likely to happen? Look at this, right? Here, see this? Divine feminine taming the beast. If we look at strength card as being like a very masculine energy, right? The lion of it in the strength card is a masculine energy, and then you got this divine feminine. So this is, do you see what I'm seeing? Is the lion is the King of Pentacles, and the Empress is, you know, taming that beast, if that makes sense. So it says it's okay to make this offer, because she's just going to receive you with love. She has infinite wisdom, infinite connection over there. She's connected to the divine. She's connected to the earth plane, as she will deal with any guru you've still got left in your system. Now, Mars is in Leo right now, so this ability for the masculine to lean into that Leo energy and be, you know, setting grand goals and going after what you want. This is what this energy is suggesting to me. It's going, make your offer. Make your offer to the best of your ability, and at this point, don't worry about the discrepancy, because divine feminine is holding space for you. You'll have time to meet her where she is. She'll let you catch up, right? Now here, under this energy of going, here's, you make this offer, you come into this. The divine feminine is going to receive that where your spirit is at this point in time, right? Mercury moving into Cancer is going to go, this is a very personal interplay of discussing what's going on at the heart of the matter. Now, what does that do? It brings the energy into a level of balance, and the wheel over here, you don't want the wheel to spin, divine feminine. Why? Because their wheel's going to spin, and they're going to catch up to you. They're going to come to you more balanced, more centered, more ready to meet you in a connection that makes sense. Now, when I say this, this does not mean that you will have, that every twin flame in the collective is going to have physical union under this banner. What it is saying is that the divine feminine, wherever you are, you're going to get a bit of a respite from the constant push of ascension, while divine masculine catches up to you, right? I hope that makes sense. Now, what we've got over here, the push from the universe, see this, right? You're sitting as Queen of Swords, ready to cut away any crap, but she's a very, very earth-based energy, right? She's moving through using her mind. Over here, divine masculine's being pushed to make the connection between the 5D and 3D. So she's the gatekeeper over here, the high priestess, and it's the push from the universe is to bring the divine masculine into the best version of himself. What you're probably going to see when you look out into the divine masculine world is that he's moving through life pretty carefree, right? You're going to see on the surface that his life looks happy and abundant, look at this. It's like sunflowers. It's a warm day. It's, it just radiates warmth and happiness, the sun card, right? But look into the soul space. If you're doing a fake book checkup, you're probably going to look at him and going, he's out there just living his best life, right? That's the impression that he's giving to the world. And we know what that was like when we were showing the world, my twin flame's not going to get to me. I'm just going to live my best life. He's doing the same. What's going on in the soul space, though, is going, how do I get my ships to come in? This is coming through in the reverse. Now, look at this as a sequence. If we go, can you see him looking out and, essentially moving out there? It's really hard to see, but you can see it looks like there's like something out there. It could be a ship out on the water or something to that effect, right? There's something out in the distance. I'm going to say, even though that's yellow, it's like you can imagine it if the sun is setting at the right time. You can imagine that's water, right? And they're little ships moving out on the water. Now, he's standing on the shore and he's got 2 of wands, which would be crossroad. 3 of wands is taking a path of action. But here it's in the reverse. So at the moment, he's not really pursuing this ship's coming in. What he's seeing is a ship sailing away. That's you with your back, with the ship sailing away. Imagine there you are on the water, and if he's looking at you, what he's seeing is your back, right? You're not going to not have your new horizon, your sun and his sun, right? See that? You're moving towards your sun, he's radiating his sun, but he's standing on the shore looking at you, pulling away. But what that does is when you've got your back to them, and you're pulling energy away, there's not nothing in the nothing, right? There's an entanglement between these two. Now, if divine feminine kept pushing against this energy, it doesn't put any kind of pull on the energy to pull divine masculine towards you. But look what you're doing in your soul space. You're going, I am going to pull on this energy. I'm going to pull on this energy. And you're going to watch me pull on this energy. And you're going to stand there and not take action, right? What that's going to do to divine masculine is leave him in a place of limbo. Look at these ships on the water in the background again. It's going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I feel the pull of the energy. I feel you in your boat pulling away, and we're connected by this spiritual tie. What do I do? It leaves me juggling. What it will do, advice from spirit, it says put them into a tower. So it'll feel like a lightning strike. The more that they have to stand on the shore and be inactive, right? Be in not taking action towards you pulling away. Imagine there's a piece of elastic between these 2 cards, or there's a string of entanglement, and you're going, I'm just going to pull on it. I'm going to keep pulling on it. I'm going to keep sailing away. Eventually what's going to do is snap them over to you. So keep doing what you're doing, divine feminine. Keep holding space and moving in the direction of your own sunshine, because what it's going to do to them is put a snap on the energy that will pull them towards you. It's going to feel like a lightning strike. Then look at the difference between these two. Divine feminine sits in the hangman. She doesn't chase. She either holds space, or like we suggest, you push this energy even further away. You put more of a pull on it. What does this do to divine masculine? It moves him from inaction to one of the most action-oriented cards in tarot. I mean, you've got the Knight of Wands, but what the King of Wands does is he takes charge of these passions. He's creative. He can be selfish at times, but he will definitely take an action. He's not going to sit idle. And look at how the polarities of these two move. Your inaction leads to his overt action, where it snaps him out of inaction the more you pull your energy away. And I'm not saying do it in a way that's not genuine. It's doing it in a way that continues to serve your ascension towards your highest good, right? So it's not being nasty in it. And if there's an evolution that occurs that brings his energy back to you in a healthy way, embrace it. But what we're saying is this energy, when it pulls against the connection, is going to snap divine masculine into action while you're holding space. Hope that makes sense. Let's get a very, very direct look at divine masculine energy. And I'll put my cards like that. And go, what would he tell you if he could? What would divine masculine say to divine feminine if he could give you a direct message at this point in time? Well, that doesn't even want to shuffle very well. Let's have a look. What would divine masculine say if he could give you a message? The moon in reverse. Are these all upside down? Did I pick them all up upside down? No, just some. The lovers in reverse. The sun in the challenge. Oh, wow. And the hanged man. Righto. Okay, it does make sense. What he'd say to you, if he could, is at the moment, the energies of the moon, it's like all of the mysteries, the things that I feel, the things that I do, the way that I move through life, it doesn't always make sense to me. So how can I make it make sense to you? Do you see this as a sequence? I'm going, the lovers in reverse, and look at this beautiful representation of the lovers. Like he just lifts the divine up to the light, right? And it's going, if I truly knew, justice is in reverse there, if I truly knew how to play the outcomes of this energy, what I would do is I would lift you up to the divine light. But as yet, I don't fully understand the weight of the mysteries. And this is what this push was. The high priestess comes in to unpack what this is. But still, it's going, I'm still figuring it out. I'm getting closer and closer and closer to understanding who you are and what you're all about. And honestly, if I could just figure it out, I get these moments where I just want to hold you. I just want to lift you up. I just want to raise you towards the light. I want to provide for you. I want to protect you. I want to love you. I want you to know you're my all and my everything. You're my all and my everything, and yet you terrify me. Like, it's like here, the sun is the challenge, right? I'm so can't get into that space where I'm all happy and abundant. Here, I'm showing the world that that's what I am, but what I would tell you is I'm not that at all. That the sun, it's actually really, really challenging to live my life without you. I'm really, really sick of being stuck in indecision. I'm sick of being stuck in indecision. I'm sick of being stagnant. I'm really, really tired of not getting what I want out of any given scenario. It just doesn't feel like justice comes towards me. So I get the feeling that wherever this person is, it's like they're looking at their world and going, my 3D world doesn't make sense to me. Perhaps they've been in another relationship or they've been having work hold them back, and it's making less and less sense. And this energy is what's really jumping at me. It's just going, if I could, I would just lift you up into the light and just make you my all and my everything. And even what I'm seeing here, look at this, the water, that's very cancery energy. And this, this airy energy, it's like he's now sitting in something that feels very, very personal, right? And what's very, very personal is I want to give you my strength. I want to give you my strength. I want to feel like you can trust the beast that's within me. Well, I don't know where that energy come from, but I want you to trust the beast that's within me, knowing that you've tamed it, knowing that all I want to do is lift you up into the light and be the all and the everything that you want me to be. It's like, I don't know why it's like sometimes I sit in red hot clarity about who and what you are, and other times I go, you're just a mystery to me, and it feels like no matter what I do, I can't win. For me to walk away from where I'm at, for me to move towards you, I just always sit in indecision, and I can't make a decision to save myself that says I will lift you towards the light. Because necessarily I get this vibe, but I don't yet understand it. It's a feeling, it's a vibe, it's an energy, and it doesn't make sense to me. Let's get a bit of Divine Love Oracle over top of that. This is someone who is really starting to move into the direction of going, I know it's you. Helping hand for the divine feminine. We've got bottom of the pool for the divine masculine. And we've got dark night in reverse. Not that it really matters with these, but dark night for the connection. This is kind of making sense. Helping hand for divine feminine. And this is kind of where this comes into play. You've got all of this playing out. You've got Mercury in Cancer, and you've got time to reflect on the energy. It's a very, very personal energy. It's a very deeply reflective energy, and it will be something that you want to talk about. So it might be that in this private time, you could seek counseling, you could lean on a friend. Like, this is what this communication ideal is about, and going, I need someone to be in my corner as I move through this next phase of energy. We're used to having tower moments and having to fight against energy, and when we get put into hangman, it can feel like it's stagnating, or it can feel like I don't know what I'm doing right now. But helping hand truly is about, it's not just your family and friends. It's your guides, your angels, your support team. It's everyone who stands in your corner to help you get through the moments where you feel like you can't lift yourself through them. And I like, under this energy, it's gonna be, I need to talk to someone about my twin flame journey. I need to talk to someone about my divine counterpart, someone who understands, and someone who's going to bring to my journey something that props me up, a helping hand. Now, what divine masculine has is bottom of the pool. I love seeing this energy. I really, really do, for a couple of reasons. Because it does work with this kind of an energy. It does. And then it will actually manifest as the divine moving closer into helping them. So again, you've got the high priestess. So um, that bottom of the pool energy makes sense, because it's that idea of being so swamped in your own emotions, right? Which is again, we're leaning on Mercury in Cancer, and we're going, have I been saying Mercury in Gemini? Sorry if I have. Mercury in Cancer, where it's pushing you, see the waters there, right? You've got these deep waters washing over people, right? Deep waters washing over people. And for divine feminine, it's going, I need to sit with people around this energy, or my guides and angels. To me, divine masculine is going, I need to sit with the divine in what's washing over me. Divine high priestess, I need you to be the gatekeeper of this flood of emotion that's coming over me, this flood of an ideal that says, I just want to lift this feminine energy up into the light. I want her to feel my strength. I want her to feel my passion. I want her to feel my commitment. Why can't I just go there? Why am I sitting swamped by these feelings, but I'm sitting trapped in inaction, right? Now, this tower comes along to lightning bolt divine masculine into action, from inaction to action. And what would I do with that action? I would lift you up into the light with all my fiery passion, with all my fiery strength, and I would honor you for the divine being that you are. But what am I doing? I'm sitting at the bottom of the pool being swamped by it. I'm being swamped, and I'm asking the high priestess to help me make sense of this. Now, what that will likely push upon the connection, right, is a dark night. So you might feel a withdrawal. Divine masculine will definitely feel that divine feminine pulls back. You both drew a hangman, right? Not that hangman is the dark night of the soul. It is, but it is that reflection. That's that personal reflection. And what pushes us into that private, quiet space is having our soul being highly triggered by things like tower energy, right? Getting struck by lightning and going, oh, things are crumbling down around me and I don't know what to do with it. And it pushes you into that deep soul reflection that will, when you come out the other side of it, you have significant soul epiphanies about where you're going, what and how you're going to move, and how does divine love manifest on for both people, for the masculine and the feminine. I'm just so enamored with how this divine masculine is lifting this divine feminine. And it's not always the message that I get from it. The message bounces depending on the energy. But look, we're Mercury in Cancer, and divine masculine seems to be the one in the depths of the water, depths of the Cancer energy, and lifting the divine feminine up into the light. So to me, it is transformational energy. It is seeing both energies on the move, even if one is being held still while the other goes through an ascension process designed to bring them into more knowledge and awareness. These two are definitely in a place of progress. Righto, I'm going to wrap that reading up from there and say sorry that I've been away for a little bit. I've had this horrible bloody cold that made me lose my voice, so that doesn't make it useful for readings. But we're back and we'll be tracking energies, and we'll check in again as the energy shifts and moves and adjusts for the Divine Love Collective. And until we see you next time in Faith, Hope and Love, it's bye from me for now.